Hello there, I'm Begaius.
And if I don't seem too enthusiastic today, or loud or energetic, or as if I've done much of the cocaines, it's because of this game, man. You can blame this game that you see before you, because I'm tired as hell. And I didn't get as much sleep as I should have last night, because I was, mostly downloading, but playing a particular video game that you can see before you. Now, this is my first game since the back compactness, and I want to talk about that. So it's not going to be very good, but I do like to show my first game after a long time without Call of Duty, and I haven't taken a Call of Duty game seriously in a very long time. So this is it was completely it was a whole new world for me. So this was initially going to be a Halo Reach gameplay, and the reason for that is because it tied into what I wanted to say, because Halo Reach gave me the craziest phenomenon in gaming I've seen in years. When I loaded it up, 8 years after the game came out, almost 8 years after the game came out, it had a stronger player base than Halo 5 and Master Chief Collection, probably put together, man. You can't really harp on Halo 5 for not being able to find games very easily, but you can't, because it's quite an old game, and people are playing other things now, and Battle Royale and shit like that. But the fact is, Halo Reach has a very active player base, and I couldn't believe it. I can get into a game no problem in Halo Reach, no problem at all. So when I found out that Modern Warfare 3 was back compat, and I saw that lots of people were talking about it, and people saying I'm going to go home and download it, I'm going to get my disc out and play it again and stuff like that. If I had seen that 4 months ago, before I started playing Halo Reach again, which is one of my core games now, Halo Reach is one of the games I play the most now. If I had seen that prior to that, then I would have gone, nah, they say that, I'll get on it, there won't be anyone playing, there'll be 2 or 3 people playing it, it's just not going to happen. But playing Halo Reach and having that experience gave me that kind of extra push to get this game, because I realized that it is going to be active, and it is. I haven't struggled to find a game at all. It feels like exactly how it did when Modern Warfare 3 came out. And I understand that, it has just come onto back compat, and people are, just discovering it and playing it for a bit and stuff like that. But last night it had 37,000 people in the player base. Isn't that crazy? 37,000 people. And that brings me on to my topic, something that I want to talk about. Why is this happening? Why are games like this that are 6 years old? And I'll tell you what, I'll keep playing this game. I'm going to keep playing the hell out of this game, and if people want to see it, I'll keep doing Modern Warfare 3 commentaries, because that was the foundation of my channel, was complaining about this game. But why is this more popular than new modern games? I would say that, but this is probably about as popular as World War II right now. Why is this happening? Well, it's easy to ask the question of, is gaming worse than it used to be if people are reverting back to these games and there are so many remastered collections and stuff like that? And I'm going to try to answer that question as much as possible. I don't think that gaming's not as good as it used to be, in a sense. I think single-player games are better than they've ever been. I think Tomb Raider is incredible. Witcher 3 is incredible. These single-player games, God of War, Uncharted 4, all of these single-player games are just incredible games. But I think that multiplayer gaming has really taken a bash. It's taken a huge hit. And I totally 100% disagree with what EA said about single-player gaming's dead, because I don't think it is. I think it's the salvation for gaming. I think it's the only place where gaming hasn't been spoiled. Unfortunately, when games like this came out, we were still in the phase where devs were allowed to make things that people wanted to buy. See, the problem is, the biggest issue with online gaming right now is that the question has changed in regards to the foundation of the game. See, when Modern Warfare 3 came out, you bought the game and you paid for the game, and that was enough for the developer and the publisher, and they made tons of money off of it. They made so much money off of it, and that was okay. That made Activision a multi-million-pound company, and that just worked. And so the question, when they want to sell you a game and want to make all of their money from the game, is how do we make people want to buy this game and want to play this game? And then further on, you can say, how do we make people want to continue to play this game so we can sell DLC? How do we do that? And so in asking those questions, you're shaping the game into to be the best game that it could possibly be, to make people play the game. Unfortunately, that question has changed now with the advent of things like loot boxes and free-to-play games and stuff like that. The initial purchase has fallen further and further down the ladder of importance for Activision, and then now the question is, how do we get people to invest their money on loot boxes rather than how do we get people to buy this game? I don't think it will make too much of a difference to Activision if this game was free to play. The questions will still be the same. We'll get people to play it, and how do we then get people to buy loot boxes? Which is why I have a problem with free to play games in general, because that question is not how do we make people buy this game, and so you're not delivering a good product. That's the issue with a lot of games that I want to talk more about in the future. But Modern Warfare 3 is awesome. I didn't like it initially. I didn't like it when I started on this channel. But when you compare it to everything that came after it, it's great. And it's super addictive, man. So play Modern Warfare 3 and I'll play 2.